Oh, crowd. Oh, take a look at how much stronger we are now. It feels a bit slow. Calm down. Wow. Very, very bad map. Not making sales either. Finally bought the amulet. Okay. Why am I being harassed by two watchers at the same time? So many mini cubes and honestly so little desire crystals here. Oh, it's done. What a very superficial map. Okay. Let's hope that we can make it. Very unlikely though. That does save the day a little bit. But those invitations worth being little is also a problem for us. That's, you know, our main money maker. mean, without sales, we are relying on raw drops, which sadly we don't have too many of, and therefore our FE situation does not improve. Also, we have quite a few serious items that we could sell and take a breather. That doesn't happen either, so we are sitting on our backsides here. I don't think I am ever stepping foot in Keegan again. The profit margin was pretty good when I did it. Now it's just ghastly. Why are we getting so little in the way of desire crystals? I want to get rid of these. Those huge stacks I can't handle. Yeah, so this one, they don't sell. I mean, went down as much as 17 and a half. Ghastly. And now we need to resupply without having any money. I upgrade our down break. We have a really good one now. I need probes, seasonal. Well, I kind of need everything. Do I have enough? I barely do. Yeah, this is very uncomfortable. I was just getting out of it, and then I bought the belt. Again, we are back to this pallet squatter. So as you can see now, I am running out on some of my trade goods, and on top of it, I'm also very dry on the 7? What do you mean 7? Whoa, 8. We are poor, I can't really buy everything that I see. That is sadly enough for the time being, I think. Let's take a look at the probes. Oh, this is getting more expensive again. Come on. going on here? Why this large variance? What? Oh, 10 each. Lovely. Would have been a good moment to buy a lot of these. Oh, these went cheaper. Oh. Oh, these are so much cheaper now though. Very interesting. 26, unbelievable. I also set my eyes on level 99, which will be ages from now. But we are rather tanky and we should be able to do it. General. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey. $785. That it? From a 785 chest? With this much quantity? Come on, man. Oh, yeah, so we need to do more than 200 maps as it is. I mean, I can definitely shorten it, but it would affect the quality of the farm we are doing. So, I'm gonna hope I won't die too many times and our revival tokens will be enough. Okay. Another nice map in which we lose money. Good old classic. Is that valuable? Turns out it is. Could this be 4? It could have been 4. Okay, I mean that is valuable and a very welcome surprise. So guys, the thing that I dislike that we are going on. Well, here is, I need to buy some supplies. I can't because I am broke. Yeah, goes for the trade goods that we have, goes for when I'm buying the compasses, I don't want to buy like 5 or so. I would rather, like to buy 30 or so at once. Can I sell these? Try these. At 3 each. No, actually, this one. That's a lot of those guys. One more, okay. More goblins, but a lot of the fortuitous malice executors. Sure. Whatever I can get, really. So if our expensive stuff sold, I would be able to resupply our compasses and goodies and then actually do the amulet and be done with it. But the case. Okay. That's done with. Good amount of crystals. Let's go. anything. There is an invitation. No, no, no. No, no, I'm too much of a coward. I'll just stick to what I have. Wow. Oh! It's valuable. Really now? I don't believe that, but we can try. Okay. We have a bit of money to our name. I don't believe this, so I'll go fast on it. Wow, that amulet was valuable, eh? What's sold? Wedge. Okay, I wanna buy some more of these. I was just gonna say, please don't let it be a huge stack. Okay. There is some crazy person listing them at extremely high prices. I wonder if he makes any sales. $99. Ain't nobody got money for that. Well, that amulet was nice. Very nice, actually. You know, these huge stacks can be used to manipulate the market. I'm guessing some people are doing that. You know, when you put up a huge stack for somewhat cheaper than it should be, it tricks people into listing them at that price, because you know there are some other listings at that, or maybe even cheaper than you can go buy them. But of course, you know, every once and then people will actually buy that huge stack. There is that as well. But yeah, I mean, this is a pretty high amount of money. You know, buying it at that price and selling it at a profit is very hard, right? The most obvious method. 2 for 99 have sold. Oh my god, sold for 50. That's 34 and a half. Okay, I'm gonna try my luck. I haven't broke trying this actually, but let's see. Okay, let's try 43 now. Let's try another 43. Wow. So guys, I haven't been able to deplete my stock of these for a real long time, because you know I get some from maps and you know they were selling very slowly, so I finally found a nice corner of the video, but it's not selling. Really, that's it? Come on, man. Okay, we will be able to handle that. So that island will get to level 8 as well. So everything is level 8. This one is level 1. This big boy is still level 1. I'm guessing in the morning I can get it to level 2 finally. So weird though. Oh. Okay. These glider stuff so slow. I mean the recharge time is so huge. Oh no. 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 What else did I have a lock on? I guess nothing. Oh no. Oh no, man. I hate doing that mistake. What a text this is. Take a look at this. 10 lines of text. Okay, so hopefully we will be making some sales in between. In between now and us running out of compasses, or maybe hit some royal fee stuff. Yeah, the last dawn break change. So what I did get was get a very good dawn break with Divine Grace blend on it. What the Divine Grace blend does is it converts all blessings into 4% increased damage and 4% reduced damage, and you know all of them are multiplicative, so the reduced damage taken is not so good, as much as you'd expect, but the increased damage is very good. And in order to be able to, you know, benefit from it fully, we were missing agility blessings, so we are getting focus blessings naturally when we gain blur, I think. So we have that already. For tenacity blessings, what we did was we did get a legendary medium talent that gives us tenacity blessings every second as long as we have barrier, and as long as we, you know, channel the thing, we get barrier. And agility blessing, comes from a kismet which allows you to gain agility blessings while you are on the move. So, you know, we get all blessings, 12 stacks, 4, 4, 4, and they are all 4% increased damage and 4% reduced damage. So when we fully have them, it's a 60% damage up, and it's almost 40% damage down, which is lovely. Okay, let's see. That does look bad. What about this? That also does look bad. Yep, so worthless. This is the one that I had gotten, you know, very, very good. Sadly, it didn't sell yet. I have 2 of them. Okay. So, you know, we need a few of these to sell so we can... I mean, I would love it if, you know, 1 or more of the expensive ones sell. So, guys, I keep saying Amulet and go SS20. And I keep inventing other stuff in between. So I did get myself a Kismet, I did get myself level 21 Scorching Beam, I did get myself a very good Dawn Break. Oh yes, it did sell, speaking of which. Okay, let's put the second copy up. Still can't do it though, because I don't like, you know, forcing myself in these situations. So I will buy my compasses, I will buy my trade goods, and then we can start working on the amulet. Because it's not gonna end with the amulet. I'm also planning on rerolling some of the items that we have, which is gonna be another layer of cost. But yeah, that stuff is not really that expensive. I am expecting a few thousand would cut it. Magister. I think I did get this. That's about 100 or so. Fully drawing blank here. Yep. Did. Okay, so it sold for 700. Let's do the other one. Lovely. We also sold a wedge. Okay, so We did actually resupply our trade stuff. Good. And we have stuff that can sell. The problem is they are not selling. Okay, let me do the compasses now. Okay, maybe that was too much. I want to buy something in the neighborhood of 30. Now that we have the money. Do we actually? Not really, do we? How much do I have? 700. That's not enough for 30. That's enough for a little over 10. See? That's the frustrating part. Whew. That's the biggest cost. That is like half of the cost almost. Wow, so many pages. Really? Why did these go up so much? Not even at 3? I'm not paying anything about 3, I don't think. Then again, this is pretty toxic. So let's take a look. Sandboard is done. Ooh, these have been getting cheaper. Can we find that 8? So guys, if I had money now, we could have bought really big amounts here. Because, you know, 8 is cheaper than normal. That was even below 8, like 7.8 or so. Might, sinful plunder. War rather, not might. These huge stacks are so intimidating. Damn. Okay. Okay. Again, we went broke. So the only thing that we miss right now are the probes. And done. And broke again. Timeless classic. So the thing is, guys, I should not allow myself to go this broke because it is frustrating, but you know, the belt was very good and it was a little bit cheap, you know, relatively. So, you know, I went absolutely broke buying it, and yeah, that is the result. That slate selling was quite a lifesaver, so at least now we have a little bit of trade goods in our hands, so I can, oh my god, how do people get that many? So that's going to fix the prices to 6 for some time, so people will price check and people will see that one at 6, so people will list at 6. Because that's what most people do. They price check and they match the cheapest one, or maybe undercut it a little. So how much do I have now? 114. I can try to buy a bit more. It has to be a small stack. Lovely. So we are, let's take a look. So guys, the things that we constantly use are these four. We have a good amount on all of them now. We are using the resonances. We have a good amount. We have the maps. We should have a good amount. Yes, we have a good amount of maps. And we do have the compasses as well. So whatever money we make now will be ours, so to speak. There will be no immediate address to spend it on. Okay, this actually is pretty good XP, so I'm happy. We should be going above 30% here easily. Yeah, that is not normal how you level to 99, but as I said, I don't want to sacrifice from the quality of the farm that I'm doing, so the leveling is slow, but we are tanky, so nice. Lovely. Hopefully this is the last time I'm going broke, or at least this level of broke. So I don't mind ending up with like 10 FE to my name. What I dislike is 10 FE to my name and I have stuff to buy. Then it becomes frustrating, right? It becomes the experience we just had. By the way, it's not giving that much XP. It is giving XP, but not that much. Yeah, wasn't even 1%. I was expecting more. Still almost gave us as much as 3 maps. Is this the blessed monster thingy? It is, but I wanna do this. I like this. Main, no thanks. Scorch, yes, thanks. I think. We have about 200 maps left, sadly, to level. That is provided we don't die at all. I mean, we have the revival tokens, I guess. If we don't die too many times, we can. Okay, this is a lot of divinity crystals. No, desire crystals rather. By the way, guys, this is very weird. No, I do not have special farming methods or anything, but hundreds of hours of playtime, thousands of maps, and zero red memories. I entertained the thought that maybe my filter has them turned off because it's a little bit weird at this point. Okay, got a unifying wedge. So tier 0 resistances go all the way up to 33, I believe. I am trying to come up with a way of maxing out resistances. Let's think about it. I've got 69 all resistances now. I will remove this. I'm going to go down to 49. I can get these to 33, I believe. Let's take a look at how much tier 0 resistances are. Other, trinket, ring, filtered search. Resistance 35 actually. Okay, that's even better. Okay, so I remove the amulet, I go down to 49. I upgrade these resistances to tier 0. That's going to be costly, but let's assume for the sake of argument I did. I go down to 49. I get 10 back, that's 59. Oh, as simple as that. It appears. Well, of course, that's going to be a cost. It's not going to be a huge cost, but it's going to be a cost. Hmm. $13.6. What are the ranges here? 13.6 is the max. So right now we have 19.7, right? That works 3 times. If I can get the erosion here, that's gonna work 6 times. So right now what we have is this 68%. Oof. Unreal. Well, kind of want to get 13.6. Okay, the cheapest are something like 7,000. And on them there is this. If I want the resistance to be decent, okay. The thing is, I can manage it. So right now, as I said, I have that's very expensive, I think. Remove this 49, or upgrade the ring, that's 59, and get them perfect. What is my chance to ignite? Whoa. Whoa. Ooh. I could remove one of those, maybe. I think that's way too harsh. So if I remove this, and remove this one also, my chances of ignite will go down to 11%. Damn. Thankfully that's a 37. That's going to be more than 10% damage. 2 divided by 8 over 7. 14% also damage up. Well, oh yes, that's very sad. Damn, unbelievable. I mean, this game has no ending, man. So good. Damn. Nice. Give me some decent slates, please. Also getting to 30%, nice round 30%. I mean, okay, not too bad. Okay, oh well. Why are we not making sales? That apparently was way too much. That's probably worthless. I've got 200 man, so broke. But at least some money now. Yeah, that's the kind we want. Yeah, exactly that. Can we see this guy's ignite chance? We have everything here, but we do not have ignite chance. Hold on. Does our Scorching Beam have additional ignite chance? No, there is no additional ignite chance, is it? There is no additional ignite. Okay. I really would like to get rid of these. I'm selling them at such lower prices than I thought I would. Yeah. That Kigun jail that we had 3 days ago. Such a waste. Let's go. Those thingies that lock you in cages without a blink skill can be pretty nasty. Thankfully we never have the guy breathing on us when that happens. That's 50. Lovely. Especially when you are mega broke. Okay, well the game is taking pity on us, eh? Lovely. You know what I would love here, game? I would love some sales. We are getting so little in the way of divinity crystals though, but I obviously should not be complaining in this map, right? It's a beautiful map. Uh, 100 raw FE. What more can you ask for? Additional fuel drop quantity. I don't think we are a fuel guy. Sell these. How many of these do I have? Okay, 460. I just want to get rid of these. Never touching these again, I don't think. Oh, I don't want that. Yeah, make the Dawn Break change and Divine Grace being added to our arsenal. The situation has vastly improved, okay. I don't want you to time out. Keeps bullying us into rushing. Nothing. At least, as I said, the movement speed buff helps us, as you can see. Like it never happened. But what's with barely getting 1k constantly? Goblins are shy. 1.1k. 5 FE. That's a record. That's the lowest I have ever seen, I think. In a juiced map. We are also not hitting anything. That's not gonna be 10 FE. Damn, 7 FE. We pay like 70 to get in. That is pretty nasty. Yeah, let's just get rid of these. One less thing to worry about. Okay, we are rid of that as well. Lovely. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Crowded. Oh! Yeah, almost died. Bastard flame watcher was breathing in our face. Why are tooth fossils being displayed with as the same color as the matchless amber? Matchless Amber is worth like 0.3, and Truth Fossils are worth like 3 FE. I mean, they are more valuable than an FE. Okay. When the Bride is in it, it can never go too bad. Yet it still managed to go pretty bad, you know, considering Bride situation. 48 is pretty low. If you just had a 7 FE map, unbelievable. Now, I never thought that would be possible. And the thing is, I'm not talking about raw FE drops. The add-on takes into account everything. So, you know, it adds up to Netherrealm resonances, energy cores, anything and everything. So this time around we managed 50 only. Yep. Oh, is that assassin? That's 3000 FE if I hit it. I mean, it would have been so insane. I don't know the current value, but when I looked at it, it was 750. Yeah, can't really complain about it because, guys, it's an extremely rare thing to hit the Divinity Pacts, but yeah. Can I try 44? Let's do a 44 and two 43s. Trying to maximize the profit here. Obviously, up to 700s again. Lovely. Nice. Okay. Got rid of that Divinity Pact as well. I have been sitting on it for a very long time. There could be a mini cube in there. Yeah, not okay. We should be able to catch up. You know, we are kind of insta destroying everything. Yeah, with the latest edition of Divine Grace to our arsenal, we are pretty good at this. Okay, Cube Goblin finally. Still the amount is not the amount as we are used to, barely 1.5k. Well, not barely, but nothing good there. 16 FE. 16 FE including 100-fold windfall. So this is actually a replication of the last 2 maps ago. Right? We are on the 5 FE, then we are at the boss. It's something better. Oh, that's very valuable as well. Because I managed to hit a few Divinity Packs lately, but you know, all of them are worthless. So worthless means like 50 each for divinity pacts. It doesn't go lower. They are extremely rare things. But we are losing money hard. Hard, I tell ya. So of course the situation is getting a little bit better. That big sale made us breathe a little bit. And you saw, right? We didn't get anything. We just bought compasses with it. Yeah, I don't want to downgrade the farm anymore at this point. So we've got about the neighborhood of oh, I'm almost dying. Yeah, that's the advantage of tanky build, guys. You are like, I'm almost dying, let me run to the side, dodge block, right? When you are not tanky, you're like, oh, I'm dead. Take a look at this, guys. I'm doing level 98 to 99 while having a really high XP penalty in not deep space maps. We are about 200 maps away right now. Unless we get a goblin again, the approximately the same amounts. Yeah. How much is this? 1 point. Yeah, good. We are actually going to get even more energy shield here. I will get that stupid glow, which I suspect is worthless. Yep. Wow, we lost money again. We are basically losing money every single map right now. Not very enjoyable. Okay, the cards are awful as well. Okay, those cards are good. Okay, we will need to shop again soon. Yeah. So guys, at this point, we have reached the level of, well, I mean, we haven't, but we have reached a currency level that should allow us to be a little bit more luxurious, right? I don't want to continuously shop for compasses, right? I just want to do one big sitting and then have a nice farming session, which I have reached at certain times, but yeah. So unless we get some of our big stuff to sell in quick succession, or we get really good drops, I don't think we can get done with the Amulet today. So, I think I could if I really wanted and pushed, but as I said, I don't like going extremely broke. The belt was a bit of an exception. It was a good belt. It was somewhat cheap. Again, not even 1K. And we are losing. And the thing is, guys, when I say lose money, it's not the old 20 10 FE. No, we are losing money hard. 40 to 50 FE every map. That saves us a little bit. We are still losing, by the way. And those desire cores going lower and lower every single day is also another problem. Don't worry though, we still lost money. Just not as much as we normally would. Okay. Everything is just so shy. Shy from selling. I would like to not lose money in this map. Okay. I think we are gonna get what I want. What we want. That's a pretty good event. It should generally pay off for our costs. I mean, it should pay off like 30 minimum. Was about 30. We can of course still lose money, but not as much. And our map costs have gone down by quite a real bit, really, considering the legendary cube campus was our biggest cost and it went down by like 8 or so. Pretty good. The Sinful Plunder campus went down by maybe 1. The seasonal campus, the Ward might have gone up by a little, but yeah, our total costs go down. They should be about 60 or so, I think, by now. Maybe a little bit lower even. Okay, so we are not losing money in this one. 100% we are already on 60 FE. There is the entire cube. And let's see what the cube will give us. Okay, so 60 FE. So we barely paid off the cost here. Whatever we get from the cube will be profit. Ooh. profit a little bit. So with this method, you are generally losing money, but every once and then you will be hitting it big. The problem is when you hit the Divinity Pact, if it's a bad one, that's gonna be pretty frustrating, which is what I had. But I did have that 700 FE corner. But you know, these are pretty rare, right? I was overwhelmed with the feeling that, you know, I was not making money by doing these. 98 FE there. Okay, good. Some more. Whoa, 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 whoa. What's that half energy shield? Okay, that's gonna pay off for this map mostly. It did. Collection Doll Astrolabe pays off for this map by itself. Extra drop goblin, I believe, dropped 1 FE total. What an extra loot goblin, man. Dang, I'm drowning in loot. Thanks, buddy. Well, this doubling back was worthless. I was expecting a few more rapacity cubes there or something. We drew put a blank. Yeah, I mean, we did pay off the map's cost though. By the way, other than that compass, we have nothing, but we do have that compass. So the one for 44 sold? It did. Okay, that's the thing. Okay, we are finally out of the woods. But at this point, I would like a few sales, so you know, we could do the big campus shopping that I mentioned to you guys before, like 30 at once of each. Whoa. We also allocated two of the three missing power-ups for the seasonal mechanic. So I had not allocated the node that made us give up our final revive during the seasonal. I did, and also I allowed the coffin to leave behind flames here. I didn't try the last one yet because we are kind of going for the level. As soon as we hit 99, I think I will though. Oh, I had this before. It's a little bit bugged. I think it will die later on. With great determination. I mean, he's like more than 100, right? 3 tries at the cube. Why would I let it go? It's not like I'm saving him money anyway. So I want to spend about 2,000 more on compasses again after we are done with these, and then I will start saving up for the amulet. Sheesh. What is this, man? Why are you giving me garbage? I mean, I don't like this, but it's only 2 durability. We are running out on rerolls, so I mean, not exactly running out, but we will at some point if we keep aggressively rolling like this. So all right. Stop shouting. Oh, I guess doing this was a good idea. The map dropping special Queen's Disciple legendaries dropped 50 FE. We are not also doing any dot maps anymore, right? We used to do that, so we would get additional rerolls here and there, but not anymore, right? We are doing proper maps, so we will have to accept less than ideal cards every once and then. We cannot always reroll them into, you know, additional desire crystals sort of stuff. Ooh. Did we get something, please? Oh, we did get something. Nice. Whoa. Whoa, 200. That's very good. That should be worthless. That is worthless. Worthlessness. And worthless. I should actually be turning these off, really. When I say these, what I mean is one legendary and one purple with one legendary nodes, right? It has to be a minimum of 2 legendary nodes, I think. Well, we are running out on these again. 1.2k. Nice. And this is with only a single big sale. Let's put this up. We sold that thing for 700 and that's it, nothing else. But we need about 2,000 for the campus. So, you know, the frustration still goes on. Why? Because we are running out on these. I want to buy some of those, and then I want to buy the compasses, which I will not have enough money for, so I will probably be able to buy a little bit lower than what I wanted. Maybe we'll have some sales, we'll see. Let me take a look at the Oasis. Wow, what rewards, man. Unbelievable. 3 FE, you say? Wow. Oh. Okay, that's gonna get done. So that will be our jungle island will be level 8 as well. Okay, let's wait for this. What about this? We can handle it. What about this? Okay, so they will be all doable in the morning. By the way, the most valuable thing I have ever seen is this golden iris, worth about 12. I have never seen these. Okay. Okay. Let's not take a look at it anymore. Doesn't help. Oh, we have available guys. Let's send them. Okay, love it. So we got nothing here. We have sales. We go back to try sell these again. 1.4k. Yeah, sadly the tier 1, tier 2, tier 3 and tier 4 herbs are worth nothing. I mean, these are nearly 1. Tier 5 and on, it becomes a little bit more valuable. Anyway, let's go. Oh, I was confused. That's not the map one. That was entirely different. Okay, but we did get 50 FE there. Oh, that's a lot of these. Whoa, whoa, what's going on, gents? Oh, okay. We could get money here. Let's see if we can manage 800. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Damn, I'm thank 548, that's pretty bad. I am tanky though. Dang. Okay. Lovely. Okay. That's a little bit greedy, but I was hoping we could have a mini cube of opacity in the corner there. Oh, 20 FE. Whew. It's the same thing. Should be worthless and should be worthless. So, you know, with like maybe one exception, if you have one legendary node, one purple node, and down below one legendary and two purples, generally it's worthless. Okay, well, I am running out on these. Can I refresh? I mean, technically I could buy that, but it's too big. So, you know, if I had more than 10,000 to my name, I would do that actually. But right now it would randomly broke and I wouldn't be able to shop for the compasses when it's time. I don't like that. So these are very consistently not selling. Oh, they are recovering a little bit. Wow, thank you, buddy. The generosity knows no bounds. So yeah, for this endeavor, I will need something in the neighborhood of 1.5k. Which we have. I sold one of these for 950. Two more. Nice. I believe that was unifying wedge selling at 44. What a whopping price. 44 after the fees means 38 and a half. Pretty good. That's how I built my empire, so to speak. Oh, hold up. Did we get a Nether King divinity? Oh. That could be very valuable. Okay. If this is true, that's the most valuable drop I have gotten the entire season. Wow. Wow. Mm. Whoa. Whoa. Drop worth 2,000. I wouldn't believe it until I see it getting sold, really. But I have 7 lightning resistance, which I would say is a non-zero modifier. I'm not saying it's huge. So after 2000, there is one with a disadvantage there. 2000, blah, blah. There is another at 2000. That does not work. Considering the fact I am sitting at 44 each, let's try it. If this sells, we will have enough for kind of whatever we want. Damn, unexpected. Finally a drop, eh? These have stopped selling altogether. I'm gonna retire these soon. So that is 34 and a half. We are selling at 38 and a half if we can sell at 44, which is good. I'll give it that. 4 profit is pretty good. Damn, I missed that. I can't buy 70. That's 28. Okay, we should have enough. Why did probes go up so much? So many pages. I guess it's a non-zero thing, but yeah. These are back up to 9 again. Okay. Oh, these are cheaper now. Lovely. Okay, that's done with, that's done with. We want the seasonal, we want Sandlord a few. Yeah, so guys, I don't want to interrupt my campus shopping, so that's why I want the smaller stack. Okay, so what's the situation here? Scrolling for so long. This is the most important one. Oh, these have been recovering, haven't they? Not too much, thankfully. We are down to 200. Okay. People are going at these probes pretty hard. See guys, it just melts, right? All that money we have saved up, it just went. And I could use a small stack here. Yeah. 99 is not what I had in mind. That's a little bit too much as well, but okay, so we got 5 out of 6 and we went broke here. That's the problem. But one good thing about this is this is the one that we most reliably find. So the others we cannot really depend on our skill to farm the others, the 5 other campuses, but this one we consistently get. I mean, how and why? I mean, I kind of want to buy like a stack of 10 at least. And this is a mighty popular item. It will be a problem to buy them at 9. I have to keep the cost down, guys. That's the problem. Okay. Everything will be actually get this money. And finally, we have done our big shopping as well. Not exactly, but I am hoping to find some of these. This is wasting me so much time every single time. So that's why I want to do the big shopping. And I should not be trying to min-max the, well, minimize the cost so much. But you know, I'm always poor, right? Right now I want to do the amulet, and then I want to reroll that amulet and the ring and the wand, right? These are costs as well, and I kind of want to upgrade the resistance rolls on the ring as well, which will be again several hundreds. Please. Lovely. For some reason that used to be like 93 and it's now 83. And at this point, after using so much time on this, I mean 8 listings for 9, can I encounter one of them? So this is a little bit weird. 8 listings, guys. I don't even see the sold, and I'm not even, you know, too slow to click on it. I just don't see them. How? 8 listings. Yeah, this is getting a bit of a trigger for me. It's not updating. I'm wasting an insane amount of time on this. Unbelievable. Well, these guys have been a little bit shy. Where is that expensive thing? Okay, it has recovered a little bit at least. 88, lovely. Bother this time around. Let's do this one later. So we have a little bit of more money now. At 9 there are 13 listings. I'm an idiot, right? I did find the answer. Because guys, it's impossible, right? I would be seeing at least, you know, one being sold before I was able to buy it. Right? some grayed out, some already sold. Yeah. The answer was my filter was wrong. So because they have been cheaper the last time we searched for them, I did bring my filter down to 8. Yeah. At least I was able to figure out what was happening. Okay, so we want 13 here. It will be a problem because we don't have enough. So, these are being actively listed for 9, right? So, yeah, I was too slow or too fast, depending on your point of view, but, I was able to see some. That was what I was objecting to. Okay, so how many do I want? I want a minimum of 16. Obviously, another problem is I won't be able to see a stack of 16 waiting for me. Oh. So guys, in the course of 28 rounds, I can expect 2 of these to drop, right? So these are a little bit hard to estimate, but we get this infrequently, so okay. Okay, we are ready for 30 rounds. Yeah, finally. Relatively soon we will have to refresh these, but yeah, at the time we will have enough. And then we'll be able to save for our amulet. And if I, as I said, wanted to push it right now, we can, right? We have some bounty fee, right? I can stop resupplying, but that is how we maximize our gains. So I didn't want to interrupt it. Transcendence wedges, guys. Normally, I would deplete a stack of 150 over the course of a day. I have not been able to buy what I was making from the cube for like 4 days now, maybe. The best feeling is when you make a big sale, and obviously there are many feelings, but one of the feelings that I love is trade goods resupplied, composites resupplied, and then the FE just keeps moving up, right? There is no moving down involved at all. Yeah. So for example, right now we probably will have to resupply on these two soon. But after that, I think it will be up, up, and up. Finally. We are down to approximately 200 maps for leveling as well. Of course, approximate, right? We will have to go to kill travelers in between. Doodle! Hello, buddy. I have been delaying and delaying and delaying. I'm a little bit intimidated by SS20, so got SS19 done yesterday. Just wanted to be at the exact location. Upgrade my dome break, the fervor belt. Got a really good one, I think. Switch to divine grace as well. Now I want to do the amulet. Yeah, take a look at this belt, by the way. Isn't it insane? Yeah. Yeah, and I did do something to myself that I said I wouldn't do again. No, I don't like going extremely broke. When I say extremely broke, what I mean is, you know, you could buy something and have only a few fee left over. That's not too bad, provided you have, your maps, your compasses. If you are doing some minor flips like I am, you are resupplied with the maps, right? So I did do it in such an awful way. I had to buy trade goods and I had to buy compasses by the time I made the purchase. My excuse was it was cheap, and right now I have like 20 FE as well. By the way, we just did some. We just did some compass shopping, but big one, right? Enough for 30 maps. Oh, okay, it's gonna kill me. Wow, it finally happened. It finally happened, and it kept me trapped in there for ages. Very lovely. Thank you very much. So there are some monsters that keep you trapped in a cage sort of thing. You can blink out, but I don't have blink. And it happened at the exact moment the guy was going to breathe in my face, which is the very thing that I said that we were lucky to dodge. Yeah, it finally happened. Lovely. And very weird because it didn't let me go, right? It normally doesn't keep you in place for that long, I think. Uh, the blending FX is about 2.4K, but what I did was I did buy it with the thingy built in. I did buy the belt at 4.1K, which I think was a steal. Because the blend alone, as I said, costs 2.4K. Yeah, I had something close and I was getting very nervous because I was afraid someone would buy it. Thankfully, I was able to do so before they could. Berkay öyle. That is, I should not even look it up. It's worthless. And now it's not gonna exist. Yep. Yeah, so I finally was at least able to buy the base. Yeah, I think I'm damage capped now for SS20. I mean, with the amulet, I think I definitely will be. I also squeezed in a level 21 Scorching Beam. Earlier in the season it was way too expensive. Today I looked and it was like 1.2K. Got it out of the way. By the way, do you know what Divine Grace? Şu an kitle yayındayım canım. Do you know what Divine Grace does, Doodle? What it does is, normally blessings do separate things, right? One of them gives you damage, the other gives cast speed and additional damage, one gives you damage reduction. What it does is it converts all of the blessings into 4% additional damage and 4% additional damage reduction. All of the blessings become that, but it does not allow you to have more stacks. You just have the basic 4 and you cannot go above. So with this build we have only 4 of each, so 12 blessings means 60% damage up and 40% damage down, which is somewhat insane. So 4 agility, 4 tenacity, and 4 focus. So we get focus easily thanks to our talents, right? For tenacity blessing, I have a talent that says when you have barrier, you gain tenacity blessings every second, and you get barrier from moving around from the ring. So that handles that. And agility blessing I added, agility blessing I added today. There is a kismet that says when you're moving, you gain agility blessings every second. I put that in so we have access to all blessings now. So in combat, my toughness goes upwards of 500k. Pretty good. And with the amulet, I should be getting capped on damage. Which is 15 trillion. As far as I know, it doesn't allow you to deal more than 15 trillion on the boss. That's worthless. So right now at least we are going in one direction, just moving up currency wise. As I said, we will have to refresh these at some point. That will be a bit of... By the way, I also think I have gotten my most expensive drop. I mean, I will reserve this saying until it sells, but yeah, it's worth about 2k apparently. It's very strong, yeah. So a problem occurred to me. My ignite chance is a little bit too low right now. It's about 17%. It's still okay. I mean, I can inflict ignites. But the problem is I have like 30% chance from my amulet. So if I take the amulet, that's gonna be a bit of a problem. Why? Because I have some kismets that allow me to inflict an additional ignite, and they penalize my ignite apply chance. So if I take one of those out, yeah, then I could do the change, but it will go down to 11%. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure how to proceed there. Because I'm doing many hits a second, I guess I can handle 11%, but it does sound a little bit low. So I had a lot of ignite application chance, but you know, as I kept gearing up, I removed more and more. So even if I get the amulet right now, it's not very viable. My ignite application chance goes down to 0. If I take one of the kismets out, I have an idea to synergize with it for very good amount of survivability, but it will require me to buy an undetermined fate. There is a very nice kismet, dual kismet. I'm sure you have seen them. You have to have 2 of them for them to do something. So it gives you reduced 30% attack block chance, but increase your block ratio by 30%. What that means is when you block, instead of 30% damage, you block 60%, which is absolutely insane. How much is that worth, by the way? Never checked. There's also that. Oh, okay, that's doable. The problem would be the undetermined fate, though. So I will have to... I will have to remove one of the volcanoes and put this one in. Then I will have to buy myself an undetermined fate, which is That's way too much. No, no. Sadly, a friend of mine, which I am planning on stopping talking to, suggested that I play the mind control build, Yuga 2. So bad. So very, very bad. Here's a rollout. Okay. It was awful. Okay, it's not enough. I believe none of these will be enough. Yeah, they will be enough in the morning. Yeah. This is so weird. Take a look at this. So Jungle Island is almost level 8. These two are level 8 already. And Utopia Island is level 1. Why? Because it started with 230,000 bread. What the hell is this, man? Doesn't ever fill. So what is my bread production? Can I see? Let me just go over. It's 4K. So yeah, in the morning will be fine. Yeah, but you know, I did partially do it, so that's why I'm not touching it. $206 out of 236K done. So I'm waiting. Yeah, and you basically have infinite. That's good. Were you ever refreshing these with resources? I find it extremely expensive, so I haven't done it. So yeah, I also have to make up my mind on how to progress with the. So I think removing volcano is looking like a must. And removing a volcano will cost me a lot of damage. So I have 7 ignites. So it will go down to 6. So we will be losing like 16-17% damage. Yeah, the amulet will counteract that. I kind of have to, right? I can't play with that garbage amulet until the end of my life. And it's also going to give us a lot of survivability as well. The one problem is it's also going to cost us a lot of resistances. So I have to. Buddy, come on. I don't want that one. So right now I have 69 all resist. The amulet gives me 20, so we will go down to 49 when I remove it. What I can do is on the ring I have 3 tier 1 resistances, right? I can upgrade them into tier 0 resistances and then roll them with the tower thingy. You know, if I perfect roll them, I will be at 59% resist. And then I will have to make a decision. I can either play at 59% or well, what a map. My double rainbow is actually 1% off perfect, so you know, if I can get my hands on a perfect double rainbow, I can max the resistances. which is tempting. Yeah, I agree. 24k is way too much. So the idea would be, I think, to take one volcano off. We respect the thing. Our ignite chance goes down to 11%. Dang, 11%, so low, man. So all this work to be able to triple the loot 11% of the time. I mean, yeah, tier 3 cube pet. And so guys, when you are not spending, you make some from the map, you sell a few things, it does move back up relatively fast. So there will be a lot of cost there. So rolling the amulet will take about 1k, let's say. Then we want to re-roll the amulet, ring, and wand. Scepter, one of my scepters is not good rolled. It's okay, it's good, but you know, it can be better. So that's gonna be like 500-600 maybe to get all three of them good. And then we want to upgrade the resistances on the ring into tier zeros. Not in that exact order, by the way. That's like 200 defeat per. That's pretty cheap. I mean, for the resistances. That's expensive. That's expensive as well. Let's not touch them. But we can do these 4, I guess. Yeah, depends on the sales. So we have a lot of stuff. Take a look at this, guys. Stuff that we sell. I mean, if we can. That's like 7k in here, right? If they sold, we would be able to do it all. But yeah, I think we will have to part rolls with one volcano here. And sadly, we have 24% here, pretty nasty. Yeah, I'll remove that. We had 24%, sadly. So my amulet right now has 30% chance. So we have 17% chance of applying ignites. Yeah, it's gonna go down to 11%. It's not very comfortable, but I'm planning on using the bound FE to roll the amulet. Oh. $5%. So that's gonna be like 750 or so. Awful. Ooh. Ooh. Okay, I might have been a little bit optimistic. The amulet will take about 2000 to roll, I think. These are not too much, but then the probabilities are very low, right? So about 36 per try, 5% of the time, that's gonna mean 720 per, so 1440 for the two ultimate affixes. Three and a half, 2100. Yeah, about 2300 or so to roll the amulet. It's not cheap. I don't know. And the weird thing is I can't actually see the amount. I mean, it shows everything, but it does not show that. Let me show you. Stats. So we have everything but ignite chance. Ill Omen cumulative efficiency. Base ignite damage. Yep. Everything here, but no ignite. Let me see here. Resistances, survival. Ignite chance, 15. Okay. We were able to find it nice. Expenses never stop. So yeah, the idea is I will remove one of my volcanoes. Then I buy one undetermined fate. And then I put two dual Kismet iron walls in it. And then I will have to redo my memories. So you look at these bastards. He has immune to slow, immune to paralysis. This stuff is insane. Good call, Doodle. I mean, he has an insane prism that we don't. let's think about these after SS20. We are now strong enough for SS20. But yeah, that is definitely the plan. Oh, yeah, we haven't seen nothing yet. Those memories, right? Yeah, extremely expensive. 10,000. I mean, other than the Awakened one, they will be somewhat more manageable, but the Awakened one is gonna be disgusting. Yeah, so we can get a drop pet and a battle pet. The drop pet is from doing SS20. The battle pet is from doing Divine Ascension or something like that. Last season city. But it's been designed in such a way that you need to have a gazillion immunities. Right? You need to have the deep space immunities. Right? You have to be immune to the ailments. You have to be immune to trauma, wilt, paralysis, slow, all kinds of things. And so keeping your character's power in line, getting those immunities while keeping your character's power level is an ask. Yeah, because right now, for example, I'm getting something from my memories, and instead I will be getting, let's say, paralysis immune. Okay, that means I will be losing on that thing. Yeah, it's not gonna be easy. One step at a time, though. Yeah, I mean, this big stuff is very shy, sadly. They are not selling. That's the main problem we have. I did get a nice corner finally. One of them sold for 700. Hopefully the other will sell too. Because I played like mad, I hit like 3 Divinity slates recently. Not slates, Divinity pacts. Sadly, all garbage. They sold for like 50, 60, and 80. I get very excited when we get, an assassin or something like that. Especially when it's doubled. That's like 3,000 FE. With the legendary cube compass. Okay. 4 of these. Imagine if these were good. It does look like it's garbage. Selling my old Dawnbreak. Yeah, this one. Take a look at this. It's so good. Yeah, I think in Divine Ascent 35 there is a lot of slow and it's very time limited. So, it's not possible for you unless you are immune. You have to be immune or it's not possible for you to complete. So you remember, Pit from Diablo 4, Greater Risk from Diablo 3, right? It's like that, but on a much quicker pace. You have like 3 minutes to complete the whole thing. And there is Ignite in there, there is Trauma in there, there is Rot in there. All of these are in there, right? and you cannot dodge them, so you have to be immune or you can't play. And yeah, having come here, I kind of want that, but I'm not very sure. So last season, City was, you could play it co-op and you could, get boosted by people. And I sadly will admit, I bought a booster. At the end, I think my character was strong enough to do it, but by the time I got it, I forgot to follow the thing. That was silly. I did pay for that. Yeah, but you remember the Greater Rifts, right? I mean, you would start it, you will have 15 minutes, you have to kill a certain amount of trash, and when you die, you get penalized for time, and when you kill the trash in time, then you get a boss, and you kill it, and you get done. So this is the 3-minute version. But it throws all kinds of negative stuff at you. I also heard that you needed curse immunity or near immunity. No. I don't know how I will handle it. So first I wanna do the SS20, but yeah, it's not easy. Oh, see, we did get a few. Finally. And that's the sale we got. Sure. Yeah, this is not meant for people like me, with level 2 pets. Yeah, I can tell you that much. Because the amount that you need is just insane, and you make nothing that comes close to what you need. So, I have these minor flips and I have to play like a maniac. Of course, every season that passes makes the situation more bearable, but yeah. I wonder what the character's default block chance is. And there we go. That is extremely low. What the hell? 500? Not even there. Okay. This is one of the worst ones I have seen. It would have been definitely the record if we didn't get that last boss, but 600 is so awful. And this is basically a glorified regular map. Oh, Ranger. Finally. Sales are mighty stop too. Hopefully by the time it's morning, at least one of the expensive ones have sold. It's getting a bit tiresome. The amulet being much more expensive than I was is also pretty bad for morale. Okay. Ooh. Oh. Desire cores went down in price so much. Which is one of our main money makers. We have some stupid slates that are worthless, I'm assuming. Wow. Yeah, at least we have about access to about 1000 FE that are bound from the merchant, which I found out about like 1 week ago, maybe. Yeah. Oh, it's there looking me in the face, but never thought about it. Then I'm like, hey, that is cheap, because I think you can get a full stack of flame sand for like 2 FE, and with it you can buy like 30 or something FE, so that's quite a profit. But you are limited with 1000 per season. There is that. Let's let's finish this card and I think I'm done after. Oh no, no, no. Oh. Maybe I shouldn't have gone back there. Okay. Sometimes these standard encounters are so short. Sometimes it just keeps spawning and spawning. $700. We are losing money so hard. 15 FE. We pay like 70. I think a little bit lower than 70. Maybe 60 these days, but take a look at this. I got 16 back. Some more XP. We're done. That's it. Okay. Yeah. Kind of wanted to reach 1k FE once more, but with the sales being this slow, we are hardly getting any FPS drops, so I don't think it's a good idea. It's gonna be a long grind otherwise. One. It's so nice that we are making money. Wow. How about, yeah, How about we lose money every single run? Okay. Look at this. Nice. Okay. That should be close, but probably not enough. If this is not enough. Yeah, all close but not done. Okay, let's do maps until we not lose money for once. Nice change of pace. Because it is so insistent on this idea, it gets a little bit tiresome after some point. Okay, I mean, I was unlucky. I lost money once, right? This mechanic is prone to that. I'm okay. Twice, 3 times, 4 times. What's going on? Why am I losing money many million times? I have powerful character, damage cap and whatnot. I am farming in profound. I should not be so consistently losing money. Now, yeah, they did profit. But the problem is, this good one has to pay off the losses that we have endured in the others and then also make us profit, because I can't just do just the cube compass and the resonances and I'm going to profit every single time. It also has to beat that one. I'm hoping it does. Oh, I wonder how much that's worth. Whoa. Okay. That's 250 or so map by now, assuming that warlord is worthless. Yeah, and the weird thing is they tell you that the star chart point that you get is increasing the chance of hitting this cube by like 5%, but it never gives you the base odds. Oh my god, 300 plus, very easily. Okay, so the warlord is again worthless. So that's the problem, right? The divinity pacts are extremely rare to hit, and when you finally do, it's worthless. Yeah, it's pretty demoralizing, really. It's garbage. Yep, one of the absolute worst is what it is. But the 300 map is very nice. So imagine if that was assassin, that would be 1,500 because they are worth 750 each. Lich was again around the same level. And the game has no end, man. So, the places that the difficulties I'm playing at is not meant for a person that is almost free to play and it's on their second season. So people keep bragging about how they achieved something as free to play. So in this game, that does not mean much. You also have to tell me how many seasons you have played. So free to play 12th season, I mean, yeah, you are very strong if you played it properly. Because you would have access to two level 6 pets. Huge. So for example, it's my second season, and hopefully I will have a level 3 pet. Right? Next season a level 4 pet. And the difference that the level 6 pet versus level 1 pet generates is a lot. Right? So you get 21% drop quantity versus 12, right? And also, instead of 22% chance of doubling the items inside, you get a 30% chance of tripling the items. So instead of getting 22% extra rewards, you do get 60% extra rewards. Right? There's a rather large difference. And also you have more quantity too. 321. That's a nice map to send us off. Oh yes. And so my most valuable drop has changed. Yeah, 2000. Wow. Okay, that was a nice thing before I went. So we can get to work on the amulet. Not gonna do it right now, but yeah. Because this money is ours, right? We will not be restocking anything. I mean, only this. That's not a big deal. So we have 2.6k. That will be invested in. Yeah, so I can buy like 700 more FE from this guy, and this basically comes at a cost of, as I said, like 1 to 16. So I pay 1 FE and I get 16 FE indirectly. Why? Because I can pay 2 FE to buy a full stack of flame sand and then use that. Yeah, yeah. I'm happy that it happened though. Lovely. So hold up. Did I account for this? Hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up. I did forget about this. So when I remove my amulet, I go down to 49 resist, right? I bring that in 53. It's fine. Lovely. And I convert these into tier zeros. Okay. So what is my approximate cost? I did say something a little about 2k for the amulet, which average luck. Around 600 or so for 600, 800 or so for the ring. Then there will be the ring and the scepter and the amulet re-rolling. Yeah, 3-4K. I mean, hopefully by the morning one of the big ones would have sold, and yeah, that would be enough. What we have here. Wow, lovely. Why does this not sell though? Oh, we have been undercut big time. Let's also retire this. I don't think that's selling. What would I want to put up? Okay, it's not too bad. These have been dropping so hard. Oh, they are recovering a little bit. Okay. Yeah, that was lovely. And as I said, it's my biggest drop so far. 2K. Alright. Lovely. Let's do a few final things and go after well-deserved rest after. These take so long to get spent. $500. That's a little bit expensive, but say that's the doubled up price. No, no, no. That's a little bit expensive too. This and what we get in the form of NetherRealm resonance from the maps kind of solves the NetherRealm resonance situation. You buy a big stack and it goes for hundreds and hundreds of maps. Again, it was on the expensive side. You have to accept the stuff that is a little bit on the expensive side, because otherwise you just, pay your divinity crystals into rolling. It's not ideal. Oh my god, that price. So this would have been okay early season, right? Right now it's laughable because it's not that valuable. That's also again laughable. Early season, yeah. Right now it's not. I mean, I am struggling to sell them for 6. Oops. Oh, I don't have enough. Okay. Well, finally having money. But guys, those stages were so toxic. Imagine I have like 10, 20 FE. I am out of stuff that I want to sell. I am out of compasses. And I'm out of money at the same time. I do like one map, then go buy some stuff. It was awful. unifying wages are picking it up. So yeah. So we take one of the volcanoes off. Which one? We have 224%. So even though this is the worst trade, I think I will be taking off one of the 24% ones. 20% damage. Okay. I will be removing this one then. This is a better effect. Oh. How much do the purple slates at their stacks sell for? Purple slates. Hold on. What do you mean? You mean these are not purple? These are not purple either. Do you mean the ultimate embers? What do you mean? Epic rare treasures. These? Oh no. What you do with these is what you do with them is this. You take the blue ones and you convert them into these, and then you take the purple ones and you convert them into these. That's what they are good for. So 100 of them is worth one legendary thingy, and legendaries are worth like you can. Yeah, they are not worth selling. Let me show you. 0.06. Earlier into the season, of course, but later and later, people just wanna brand legendary stuff. Wow, we have the money. Lovely. See the one by one method, by the way. So I can buy those ultimate numbers at 6. Buy at 6, sell at 8, you profit by 1. I don't think we can fit it, but because I remember we were close, but generally it was less for the morning. Yeah, nothing that can be done here. Yeah. And this one will finally be done, man. I hate this. So slow, unbelievable. 236k at level 1. Yeah, the upkeep is going up. Not sure. These are also a waste of my coins. I can just take them off. Oh, we do have one. Let's do this. And in the morning we'll see. Yeah. I did, but they are not much better. I don't know if you checked it, but let me just show you. For example, let's take a look. Purified water, secret recipe jerky. So that's the secret recipe jerky. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Wage is 219, production is 1220. Okay. Take a look at this. It's pretty much not worth it. The weight jumps up by like almost a 50%, and the production goes up by like 4%. not too good. Even with this, take a look at this. 9% initial output, 245, 5,100. Take a look at this. I'm actually losing. So I have a lot of wage cost reduction. Yeah, the weight jumps up way too much, but what you get in return doesn't. But I suppose at level 7 you can get 2 affixes here. There is that, I suppose. I mean, the way that I'm playing, it's fine, but yeah, the upkeep is insane. The gliders, etc. I mean, you have to take them off, but you know, it's a little bit weird. I was taking them off, and when I was putting them back in, it was taking away my glider durability. You know, glider durability is pretty valuable, as you know. So, what's this? Sacred Fossil. This selling speed, man. The game is such a troll. We are up to 3K. Yeah. We should be able to make this work. Yeah. And that's definitely the method. We take one of the volcanoes off. We put in the amulet. We upgrade the cheap stuff into tier 0s. Then we do the rerolls. Yeah, about 5K or so should cover it. So I think we should be able to. And right now I'm really seriously considering these in bulk because they have a problem with selling at 6. Yeah, we'll see. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Hopefully we can do SS20 tomorrow. Will take some getting used to, I'm sure.